And with that, we welcome you to Moving Day in Northern Cyprus. This is Super High Roller Bowl 9, a $300,000 buy-in coming to you from the all-new Onyx Club at Merritt Resorts. Jeff Platt alongside Brent Hankson. Brent, here we are, 14 players left. 4 make the money, and
Heath gets in the mix with King 7 off out of the big blind.
first flop of the day comes King 3 deuce with 2 clubs, open ender and a flush draw for Greenwood, better flush draw for Ausmus, and top pair for Heath.
Everybody has something. Very rarely is the case. We could see fireworks, especially between Greenwood and Ausmus, both having massive draws.
Ausmus bets 20K.
How does Greenwood want to proceed? Flatting out of the small blind, flopping this heavy, open-ended with an inferior flush draw.
Check calls, now action on Heath.
There's more than 100,000 chips out there already. Heath only has 300K. Top pair with a pretty dusty kicker.
Does make the call. Yes,
wow.
He is. Does jam with the 5-4 suited.
It immediately puts Heath to a huge decision. For all of his chips, Ausmus still behind him, yet to act. You must think that Ausmus could have a better king.
Heath is indeed out of the way.
How much is it?
Ausmus asks for a count.
And what a spot for Ausmus. This is exactly the sort of hand he would want to be up against.
Right.
How much? 355?
335. 335.
There's the call, and here we go, a massive pot to kick off day 2. See the outs for Greenwood, top of your screen.
Give that man a pair.
Pair of jacks. Yep.
For now, ace high, good.
Pair of threes, pair of the board.
Almost 800K in the middle. Turn 10 of diamonds. Greenwood looking for an ace, 6, 5, or 4. The river is a 5.
Oh, no. The pair of 5s is going to win in your 800K chip pot.
Ace 4 off for a chip leader in the big blind.
$24, right? $140.
Okay. Up to 140.
We touched on this already. 1 and 2 in chips at this table Fireworks seem inevitable. Greenwood has a very reasonable hand to consider playing a large pot with 7-6 suited on the button, and he will do that.
Okay. Almost 300K in the middle. Yeah, you mentioned sizable. That was indeed a sizable 3-bet. King Jack 5 with 1 club.
And for Mao, this is the type of texture that he was looking for. 3-betting huge out of the big blind. I would imagine this is just all him. Don't worry about the cards that he possesses. This is just his board, his range.
Makes the call. Turn is the 3 of clubs. There were some intriguing turn cards for Greenwood. That is most certainly one of them. It also delivers a wheel draw to Mao.
What a fantastic turn for both. And for the viewers and fans at home, this is the type of action card we were looking for.
$165.
Does make the call. 775,000 in this pot. Greenwood has 365K behind, and the river brings another king.
Can we apply a ton of pressure? It's by betting.
And he's going for it. Just about jams. He's a little bit behind, like he would do with the goods also.
Is there consideration for Mao to call? The bluffs are quite thin. Queen 10 does not get there. The backdoor clubs of this type of variety that we see from Greenwood would have bricked.
Does let it go. Greenwood gets one through. And is now one of the tournament chip leaders.
All in.
Mao jams. Santosh with the deuces.
Oh, Mallards, baby. He knows what to do. Never folding the best hand in poker.
And making the call with the deuces. Santosh says, let's gamble for a 350K chip pot.
Mao looks disgusted. He knows. Up against the Mallards.
The deuces, slight favorite. Not anymore. As it comes Jack 9-7.
We are looking at one of the worst bad beats in the history of the game unfolding.
About a flip. Turn ace. Can Santosh find the deuce on the river to stay alive?
Oh.
No, he can. Good game to Santosh. Winner of the Super High Roller at the World Series of Poker.
He's going to do it. Price seemingly okay. The hand, fair. A little gamble for Heath.
140K in the middle. Sees an 8 in the window as he flops top pair, but it's no good for now.
$35. All in.
And Heath does jam. Santerre makes the call. Here we go. 482K in the pot. Ben Heath all in and at risk. Needing a king or 8 or club. The turn is the 6 of clubs. Flush draw there for Heath. Or could find a king or an 8. Or his tournament is over. River is the 5 of hearts. And that does it for the Englishman, Ben Heath. Eliminated from Super High Roller Bowl 9. 2 9s for Sam Greenwood.
This is four-handed, so the value of 2 9s as well as the value of ace queen both shoot through the roof. We could see a world in which the money gets in.
Greenwood starting the hand about 40 bigs. Yeah.
95.
Yeah, I don't expect him to really flat often out of the small blind here. The question now becomes, what does Jeremy Ausmus decide to do with ace-queen? Flatting the 95 is within reason. But he could also just play for it all.
Jamming very much within reason.
By flatting, you keep the worst aces in. Even hands like queen-jack offsuit that elected to 3-bet out of the small blind. But he is going to go for it. This could be a massive pot.
Greenwood calls. Here we go. Almost 950K in the middle. Ausmus, the ace-queen. Greenwood, 2 9s. And it's Greenwood falling behind here on the queen 10-8. Does flop a straight draw.
Seven of diamonds.
Fair request. Turn brings another 8.
I'll take a 3-sided club again.
Another fair request.
4-siders. Fuck.
Pitch it over to Greenwood. Let him sweat it.
Definitely going to be the 7 of clubs now.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
Is a 6.
Alright, cool.
That'll do it for Sam Greenwood. The Canadian eliminated in 8th place. That brings us to 7 players left at Super High Roller Bowl 9 TV.
The good people at home, they want to see ace-9 suited versus king-queen suited collide.
Right, but they want to hear an infusion of caffeine from you, Brent Hanks.
Got an infusion
to provide the
on
energy.
Our hands, no doubt. Pardo, the party man, on the button. A beautiful hand. And
Santerre 9-8 suited in the small, into the muck. And Jeremy Ausmus is about to look down at ace-queen.
what a golden spot for the golden boy from America. The most beautiful man in poker. 54 years young.
44. Makes the call.
Well, certainly did not expect a fold with king-queen suited. In position on the button.
6-5-3, 1 diamond.
Pardo could have a lot of overpairs such as 9s, 10s, and jacks. Ausmus call seems just fine. He would do the same thing if he did have a couple of 10s, but look at the turn.
My, the queen of clubs on the turn. Spectacular news for Jeremy Ausmus.
The absolute dream card. You don't love the clubs
Sure.
coming home, but from what we can see, of course, this is a dream come true for Ausmus. More than 500,000 chips in the middle. We start to slow it down because of the clubs. What does Pardo do? does get a little tricky. If we do bet and we get called, what types of rivers are we looking to check back? This is sort of a designed blockerish sizing, 100K into 500K. And it looks like we are going in.
All of it. Pardo, eyebrows raised, makes the call, and here we go. More than 1.5 million in the middle, and Juan Pardo is dead to a king. Ausmus so close to becoming the chip leader. But the river is a king! Have a seat, Juan Pardo!
It just comes running queen king.
530.
A dagger for Jeremy Ausmus, still alive and has health, but so close to the chip lead. Oh, filthy.
That is such a sick one. Antonius. Ace 8. The hijack opens off about 23 bigs. Seven, six, deuce, all hearts. Top two for Seth Davies. Antonius with the ace of hearts in his hand.
Let there be blood. Antonius starting with right around 20 bigs. He would certainly have no problem getting the money in on the flop, and Davies with top two, I'm sure would oblige.
Indeed. Antonius sizing up here, goes slightly more than half pot.
If stacks were extraordinarily deep, Davies could simply check call, but I think because Antonius is on the shallower side, and again, we're on the, call it softish bubble, he could elect to just shoot it up right here, right now. Just trying to get the money in, and he has done just that.
A small raise to 110,000. Antonius the double check. Does jam. Davies makes the call. Here we go. The Poker Hall of Famer all in and at risk. And behind. About a 60-40 underdog. For now looks for a heart. Has some runner-runner possibilities that will do the trick as well.
Deuce turn. Probably a 9 river. I'm not sure if one's a heart though.
I can live with that.
Or if the 9's a heart.
I'll take 2 black cards, wherever they are.
Turn card. Ask for a black card. There's one of them. In the form of the 3 of spades. Antonius relegated to just a heart on the river.
4 clubs, I think.
But the river is the king of diamonds. And Patrik Antonius's day is done.
And fortunately for Seth Davies, we're in northern Cyprus. In Finland, it would be a crime to eliminate
For
a Hall
sure.
of Famer. Antonius, he is out.
There he is. Live tournament earnings, about $23 million. What a career it's been. The level of consistency, outstanding. Pardo opens here with the Jack-10. Dayon defends with the 10-8, and it comes Jack-7-3.
I think the most talking we've heard all day is when they place their food order.
They got really excited for that.
Yeah.
190.
Check raise to 190.
Little gutter ball cooking. 8 of clubs working. Hardo Pardo, though, with top pair, will not be going anywhere.
Does indeed make the call. Bet is 375,000. Makes the call. He is right once again. And Juan Pardo has created some real separation between himself and the rest of the pack.
Closing in on nearly 3 million chips after getting lucky for his tournament life against Jeremy Ausmus. He has taken over.
First year of the new annual plan void where prohibited, no purchase necessary. Visit pokergo.com/rules for official terms. Santerre jams with the Queen 10, and Davies has the goods on the soft bubble of Super High Roller Bowl 9.
In a world of hurt up against the two kings. Slippery Sammy. Thomas Santerre, the Frenchman, may have met his demise. He's going to need a lot of luck with just Queen 10 offsuit.
Should I fold pre-with
Here we go.
Yeah. That was a little bit loose, let's say.
Davies trying to
Oh,
hide.
okay.
It comes 8-7-6. Now I can see why. A little bit of hope for the Frenchman, but we can see that 3 of the 9s
This worked last time.
are in the muck already.
Couple face cards.
Yeah, or deuce, deuce.
Ausmus says deuce, deuce, and there is a deuce on the turn. Santerre on his feet. He thinks it's 4 outs. We can see it's 1 out. The 9 of hearts saves him. No dice on the river.
GG, buddy. Good luck. See you later.
The small blind is
Santerre out in 6. And that means that we are on the stone cold bubble, a $750,000 bubble at Super High Roller Bowl 9. Santerre, the man can play ball. He proved that to us throughout the week.
And he's so young. The career's so bright for Santerre. His time, no doubt, will come.
Ausmus 7-6 suited.
This is a defendable spot for Ausmus.
Nerve-wracking times here. King 9-6. 1 club. Ausmus out flops. Kala Georgievich.
There are so many turn cards that we just absolutely don't want to see if we're Ausmus. Clearly, we'd love the sight of another 6 or 7. The king is not so bad, believe it or not. We understand we could face a second barrel, but it makes it a little less likely.
Check, check. River 8.
Let's see what Ausmus decides. Is this sort of a a small bet or a check? He does not. He's turning it into a bluff. He's going to put a 6, a 9, and potentially an 8 to a big decision.
Ausmus's hand fits that category. And now can Jeremy find the call?
And these are the types of bluffs that he beats.
And there is that call.
Made the big little bluff.
With just 6s.
You're directly centered in the crosshairs. He's going to go with it.
Now it looks interested. Wants a count. Has 2 5s.
How much do you have?
7, I think.
How much?
Almost 7.
Could this be the spot?
I think it is.
Now we get to listen to JRB. Yeah, this is fucking great.
Makes the call. Here we go on the Stone Cold Bubble.
Oh, so close. It's right there. You were not even close to that. Dude, that was super close.
I think Davies tried to kill a fly. There we go.
Sorry if any vegans are watching.
340, right?
I'm really impressed with Adrian.
Vegans?
There was a fly and I went up and just snatched it. Did you use Mr. Miyagi it? Yeah, I used to do that a lot. She was like, did you use
705K in the middle.
Wow.
Kala Djordjevic on the ropes.
When I was a kid, me and my cousin, that's all I did.
Deep breath by mouth.
Out in the countryside.
These bubbles were $750,000. It comes 776.
Added outs now.
Yes, indeed. Could find a 6 to counterfeit Mal.
It's not even getting in the money that I want. It's just to not have to listen to JRB scream. Yes.
Turn card is a jack. Davies just wants out of his misery so he doesn't have to hear JRB in the cash games. Now it just wants to make the money. Dayon just wants to avoid being Bubble Boy. And cannot do that with the 3 on the river. We have made the money at Super High Roller Bowl 9.
JRB game. Can we start early tomorrow?
Well, this young guy really impressed us throughout his time here at Cyprus.
Well, he sure did. And I know I've been saying I love the bubble, but I hate it for him.
You feel for the guy.
Outstanding talent.